5 gut-soothing teas for people with ulcerative colitis. Herbal remedies have been used to treat disease for centuries, across a variety of different cultures. Turmeric fights inflammation, while ginger has anti-nausea properties. Indeed, a study published in May 2020 in the journal BMC Gastroenterology found that when patients drank green tea as part of their preparation for a colonoscopy, they had less nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. There's some evidence to suggest that tea may help with things like inflammation, says Kelly Kennedy, Rhode, the manager of nutrition for Everyday Health. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of that research has been done in animals, so it doesn't necessarily translate to the same effect in humans. But if tea helps someone, then it can be an easy tool for easing symptoms related to Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, UC. For one thing, tea is always hydrating, and that can help with UC symptoms like diarrhea or short bowel syndrome after surgery, Kennedy adds. Another benefit is that tea has a warm, soothing quality, which can help because stress can aggravate symptoms. And that's true regardless of the type of tea you make. If a nice cup of tea sounds like just the thing to help ease your belly, try out one of these soothing options. 1. Turmeric and ginger tea. Turmeric, a relative of ginger, has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for millennia to help treat inflammatory diseases. Curcumin, the active component of turmeric, may be a safe, effective therapy for maintaining or inducing UC remission when administered with standard treatments, according to a review published in July 2020 in Nutrients. Try this soothing concoction submitted by NASCAR Runner 71 at allrecipes.com. Hot or cold, this tea combines ginger, turmeric, and honey or maple syrup for a rich and flavorful tea. 2. After dinner. Belly-Soothing Tea Fennel seed is used for a number of digestive problems, like constipation and gassiness. Check out this recipe over at Kitchen, which combines the herb with ginger, peppermint, and chamomile for a belly-calming blend that can be taken before or after a meal to prevent or reduce painful bloating or cramping. Not to mention, ginger can potentially relieve symptoms of nausea, according to a systematic review published in November 2018 in Food Science and Nutrition. 3. Calendula tea. Calendula, a flower with anti-inflammatory properties that are beneficial to the skin, has also been shown to aid digestive woes like diarrhea. Calendula tea can be made with dried or fresh flowers. The nerdy farm wife recommends heating the water in a saucepan or setting a jar of water filled with flower petals in direct sunlight. Note that studies on the safety of calendula are still needed. Since that's the case, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York says ingesting the flower should be avoided by pregnant or breastfeeding women. The concern seems to stem from an older study in rats that found the flower can interfere with conception and possibly cause miscarriage in the early stages of pregnancy. Also, people who are allergic to ragweed or plants in the daisy or aster family may experience an allergic reaction from calendula. 4. Slippery elm tea. The powdered inner bark of the slippery elm tree has been used for centuries to help relieve inflammatory conditions in traditional medicine. Consider trying this recipe from the Happy Herb Company to see if it helps with your UC symptoms. A word of caution. Kennedy says that slippery elm can, at least according to traditional wisdom, induce abortions, and thus should be avoided by anyone who is pregnant or breastfeeding. 5. Green ginger mint tea. You've probably heard that green tea contains antioxidants that can help prevent cancer, but its benefits don't end there. Green tea also contains an anti-inflammatory component that may have protective effects in people with UC. Make your next cup of green tea a little more exciting by adding ginger and mint, following this recipe from Real Simple. The mint may also help calm stomach upset and promote good digestion, according to the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York City. Kennedy notes that the amount of the main anti-inflammatory component of green tea, EPIGALLOCATECHIN3 gallet, EGCG, is given during research studies in much higher amounts, and to much smaller creatures than the amount found in a typical cup of tea. It might be worth having a couple of cups, rather than just one, she says. If your UC is acting up, try experimenting with some of these tea recipes from Canadian Living to see if they help. But before you introduce any major changes to your diet, including upping your consumption of one of these remedies, Kennedy recommends talking to your doctor. Also, don't have one cup of green tea and expect to be cured, she adds. Track what you're taking and make note of the effects to see what might be working for you.